Welcome back here to What's Cooking Today, the nation's food, wine, travel, health, wealth, and entertainment show. I'm Michael Horn along with Swade McCoy. Next segment here, Swade, who's our guest?
We are headed over to Paul Pedro with the Western Foodservice and Hospitality Expo.
Paul Pedro, welcome to the broadcast.
Mike and Swade, thanks for having me. How are you guys?
Hey, we're great today. Kicking off the week, talking to you. We got a big show coming up this year's 2023 Western Foodservice and Hospitality Expo. Takes place this year in Anaheim, California at the Convention Center, August 6th through the 8th. And we asked Paul Pedro, the Business Director of Restaurant Events for Clarion Events, to come here. So Paul, welcome. Do you do these shows all around the country, different areas of the country?
We do. We have an event in New York City and another one in Orlando, and we are certainly excited for what will be the 88th year of Western Foodservice and Hospitality out there in Anaheim.
88th year. 88 years they've been doing this. Now, tell everybody, what is the Western Foodservice and Hospitality Expo?
We are a trade show for the restaurant and hospitality industry. Really, any venue who is serving food to people can find some incredible people and suppliers at our event, as well as just a ton of interesting education sessions, chef demonstrations, product demonstrations. I mean, you name it, we got it.
New products, new things to do at the restaurant, equipment, could be food sources, could be a lot of things. We cover it because we're the press here on What's Cooking Today, and we try to impart it to our listeners. So while this is not a consumer event, definitely what you see there affects all of the consumers out there, because these are changes that may be occurring now. New things, new items developed, new equipment in the restaurant and food service and hospitality industry, correct?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's always changing. It's always evolving. And everything that happens at the supplier level ultimately, impacts the consumer. We've got a ton of interesting new food companies at the show, and a lot
what do
of
you
them
got? Give us some examples. Give us some examples. What are appetite?
Oh, yeah. So Good to Be Foods, Arnell's Originals, Myrtle Greens, Umaro Bacon, Never Better Foods. These are all companies that have brand new, interesting food products to bring to the market that are plant-based. And, there's a big movement, especially in California right now, for, on the consumer level for that type of thing. And we're happy to bring a really interesting showcase. We're calling it the Vegan and Gluten-Free Showcase to our event in 2023 that'll highlight all of those companies.
I would think that would be huge, and that's a big thing, as you mentioned, in the food industry now. Also, we noticed that Subway, I think nationally, went to, instead of pre-cut meats, they cut it fresh for you now. A lot of their competition did this. So you would have, if there's like new meat cutters and things of that nature, you would have those things available for the restaurateurs and the food service people to view and see, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. Not only do we have the food products, but we have all of the supplies, cookware that you need to make them, as well as the tableware that you need to serve them. You can find all of that stuff at the expo.
Yeah, 88 years this has been going on. It is an amazing thing here. What's your background? Do you always put together shows? Have you been with the Western Foodservice show for all 88 years, Paul Pedro?
I'm glad you asked. Actually,
Thank you.
I'm somewhat new to it. I took over just before the event last year. I have been in the trade show industry for nearly a decade. I actually started out in the sports world, believe it or not, working for East Coast NFL team in the Philadelphia Eagles, and then got into the trade show world and have spent a lot of time sort of improving events and making the experience for both the attendee and the exhibitor better. And so this year, we are excited to implement a lot of, kind of our improvements as the organizing team of this show, and bring some new suppliers and some new chef demonstrations, some very interesting competitions. We actually have some well-known judges, a couple of the consultants from Bar Rescue, and Phil Wills and Mia Mastroianni.
There you go. They'll yell at each other. They'll yell at people. I love this. And what was that? What was that football team you worked for? Did you say on the East Coast? Philadelphia something.
I said it very quickly because we may have
Philadelphia something. I forget.
Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think they were in the Super Bowl. That's anyway. So this is going to be a huge show.
Are not too happy with it.
Well, that's true. And I'll tell you, one year I went there. I don't know if they'll do it again this year, but you know those massage chairs? And they're massage chairs, not massage chairs. But when you sit in them, you kind of, you know, like that. And you sit in there, and they have them there for the people that work in the hospitality and restaurant industry to relax. Plus, when you go to these trade shows, wear comfortable shoes because you walk forever. There's I think that booth I got to go see is over there. And so I was specifically, I took it upon myself to be the reporter that checked out the massage chairs, and they really do work. Let me tell you, Paul. You got those again this year? Man. You got those again this year? And how about those little machines you hook up with pads on there, and they vibrate your wrists and stuff and relax your arms or your neck? You got those for me to test again?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. As a matter of fact, I think the venues need to just provide them everywhere in the country. These trade shows have so much to offer, especially this one out in Anaheim coming up in August, that you should wear some comfortable shoes and prepare to be hiking many miles throughout the course of the day.
All right. Again, this is not open to consumers, but this is open to anybody in the food service hospitality industry, and there will be regular reports coming out. They heard some of the new things there. Is there maybe some year you could have a massage therapist there to help out those in the food service industry to kind of prepare for the show. And there's seminars. We forgot you talk about things, too. Besides chef demonstrations and everything, you learn new tricks and traits here in the food service industry, correct?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I'll talk about some of those educational sessions, but I just wanted to leave you with one thing on the massage chair and the foot front. There are a number of companies, one of them that I got to work with personally, who make new footwear and uniforms that are meant to be more comfortable for the folks who work in
there you go.
So,
get me that booth number. That's my first stop when I get to the show. Give us the website. If people want to check it out, give us the website, Paul Pedro. What is it?
We are at westernfoodexpo.com, and there'll be a big button at the top of the website that says register today. If you click that, you can make your way through to getting yourself a ticket, and we definitely would love to see you there.
Again, if you are in the food service, hospitality, restaurant industry, food of any type in there, get over to that website, westernfoodexpo.com. It takes place this year in Anaheim, California at the Convention Center. 88 years and going strong here, this show. August 6th through the 8th, Western Food Service and Hospitality Expo. Go to westernfoodexpo.com. Thank you, Paul.